Welcome back, everybody. If you're new, my name's Nicholas, and this is Investing Against the Grain. In today's episode, we are going to be trying to get ahead of some FUD that might be coming from Gordon Johnson in this upcoming week. By the time you're watching this, it's probably Monday afternoon, so it may have already happened, but I don't think Gordon Johnson goes on to CNBC Squawk Box until later on in the week. So I just want to try to get ahead of some potential FUD that he might be trying to spread. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that and unpack that and just kind of see how he's kind of falling down into this disarray of chaos of having nothing to talk about anymore with regards to Tesla. The story has just gotten way too strong, and his career, I think, is about to implode because all he does is make headlines and news and media and goes on to all of these different, mainstream media outlets, just dispersing FUD and being known as the Tesla ultimate bear. Do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and without further ado, let's get into it. Now, before we go ahead and just jump into today's episode, I want to give a special congratulations to the entire SpaceX team, to Elon Musk, and everybody that had any involvement to do with Inspiration 4. For those of you who don't know, the thing that people said that couldn't ever be done has happened yet again, right? They said that no private company could ever create a space company or rockets or reusable rockets or landing rockets on drones or, right, just on and on and on. And SpaceX has, time after time dispelled all of these, it's never been done or it's just not, it can't be done myths and just false truths. And this happened yet again. A all-civilian crew went on a 3-day mission circling the entire Earth over 3 days, and on Saturday, they landed safely once again. They splashed down on the east coast of Florida in the Atlantic Ocean in Cape Canaveral. This holds a special place in my heart because I actually grew up in the Space Coast, in the Cape Canaveral area, just south of it, actually. I grew up with lots of engineers and scientists from NASA all around me, my friends, my family. There's just such a huge engineering community in that area. And, it hits home, right? Growing up, seeing all of these, NASA, launches and everything. And now to see SpaceX, take it to another level. And not only that, but they're doing it with a whole civilian crew. It's just absolutely phenomenal. This is literally history in the making, and this is going to be what propels us as not just a society, but as a species to eventually becoming a multiplanetary species. So, hats off to SpaceX, hats off to Cape Canaveral, hats off to Elon Musk, hats off to Starbase, just absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations. This is such a monumental time in history. So, just very happy and very proud, and, being my hometown, it means a little more to me. Now, the main impetus of this video is to get ahead of some FUD I anticipate coming from Gordon Johnson this coming week. Like I said in the intro here, this may have already happened if Gordon Johnson comes on Monday early morning. I normally don't upload my videos till about noontime, so we'll see what happens there. But I think he'll probably come on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Anyways, he's planning on joining Squawk Box. For those of you who don't know, it's essentially the pre-open market segment of CNBC. It's got Joe, Becky, and Andrew Ross Sorkin. They're the host of it. And, for me, my fiance, we watch it every morning. Every morning we wake up, we have our cup of coffee before we go to the gym, and, it's who we wake up to. Now, I don't always agree with everything being said on there, but I do think on the whole, Squawk Box at least tends to give a holistic perspective, whether you're talking about politics, investments, or anything, right? They do tend to stay balanced, and normally it's Becky keeping people in check. With that said, Gordon Johnson recently put up a tweet, which you'll see here, and the tweet was essentially saying or asking the public, right, on his Twitter, what EV would you buy if you had to make one choice? Now, as you can tell, this backfired massively on him. Right? The irony here, it's almost like it makes me wonder if he actually drinks his own Kool-Aid and believes his own BS. I never actually thought he did. I always thought he was, just kind of being this puppet of, well, I'm going to declare the moniker of the ultimate Tesla bear, right? And that's how I'm going to make my money. That's how I'm going to be, make my brand, and, it'll work, right? It's a niche that somebody has to fill, and, he's decided to take the mantle for that. But now I'm starting to think that he may really be delusional. Okay. So if we look at this poll that he put out on Twitter, just right out the gate, I mean, just look how many people actually voted in this, right? Over 20,000 people voted in this poll, and overwhelmingly everybody chose Tesla over Lucid Air, over Ford, and over the Audi e-tron. Now, I think the only rationale I can come up with is that Gordon might have thought that with the Lucid Air coming out with an EPA range of 520-mile range, that maybe people would choose the Lucid Air over anything else because of that range. Well, for one, let's not disparage Lucid, right? I mean, they're obviously doing some great stuff. Their founder came from Tesla, but we still don't know a lot about the battery pack. We don't know, how big it is, how efficient their battery really is. I think that if it was something that was better than what Tesla had, they would already be flaunting that, and they would have let that information out right away. Why wouldn't you? That's excellent press. That's excellent PR. But instead, they're holding back that information. So that makes me think that, there may be something going on there that we're not aware of, but, inevitably we'll figure this out. But with this poll, this backfired so hard on Gordon Johnson that it makes me wonder, well, what does he really think? And I really think he believes his own BS. That's the only thing that this can lead me to. I no longer think he doesn't believe what he's saying. He's just trying to be the bear. I actually think that he wholeheartedly believes that Tesla is a fraud of a company, that they're not sustainable, that their valuation's way too high. He must believe it. But so where's the FUD that I'm talking about? Well, let's take a look at this other poll that he decided to put on. So if we focus, let's look back at the other one real quick. Look at the date. If we look at the date, this was published on September 16th, 2021. Okay, now about 24 hours later, he posted this poll on Twitter again, saying, okay, disregard my last poll. I need some new data for the upcoming CNBS show. What EV would you buy/not buy if you had to make one choice? First of all, what does that mean? Buy/not buy? If you had to make only one choice? How does this make any sense? It almost makes me think he's either trying to manipulate something so that he has it on CNBC, or I don't know. I don't know where he's going at with this. But the second that he posted this, right, same thing happened. Everybody chose Tesla because, well, they don't really know how to answer this. Buy or not buy. Like, what does that even mean? No, that's not coherent. That doesn't make sense, right? You're asking for two choices, yet you're giving one option to choose. Like, this makes no sense. So the second this got posted, all of a sudden, the whole Tesla community started tagging in CNBS, Squawk Box, Joe, Andrew, Becky. They started completely blasting them, saying, hey, take a look at this. Look how disingenuous this is. This was the original poll. Don't let Gordon come on and give you this FUD. Okay, it was this massive, hey, CNBC, look at this. Don't miss this. Wake up to this. And what happened was I woke up this morning and I decided to take a look at Gordon Johnson's Twitter before hopping on. And what I noticed was all of a sudden this poll was just gone. It was disappeared. He took it down. Now, I don't know if this was a influence from CNBC saying, hey, you're going to come on. You can't be having this on here. Or if maybe they did get, attention to it, and Andrew and Becky and Joe reached out to Gordon saying, hey, what is this all about? Or maybe this just backfired beyond what Gordon was expecting, and so he decided to just take it down. Either way, I mean, this shows the state of where Gordon Johnson is. Okay, he is just falling down this rabbit hole. As Tesla does better, he's doing worse. Just look at this. Look at his current tip ranks rating. Okay, he is at the bottom of the barrel. Okay, he's got no stars. He's ranked 7,365th out of 7,641. Okay, he is at the bottom. Okay, his average return is negative 6.9%. That's not good as an analyst. And the main reason for all of this is his just lack of ability to understand Tesla. If you took Tesla out of the equation, he'd actually be a pretty good analyst. But he's just decided to stick with this moniker and this being this person who's just so anti-Tesla, the anti-Tesla bear. Let's take a look at this. Ever since July of 2018, all the way up until now, right? So over the last few years, he has had a sell call on Tesla the whole way up. From essentially, call it $50 a share, all the way up to $800+ a share. He's been saying it's a sell. Okay, this is not a good track record. His success is just not good. If you look here, his average profit on Tesla, his average return per the rating is negative 92.7%. Like his success rate on stock is 6 out of 16 rating were profitable, so 38%. He's not doing well at all, and I think he's at a point where he's given up as being an analyst, and all he's trying to do is get the clickbaits, get the attention to just get on all of these shows, because let's not kid ourselves, they do pay him to come on, right? They pay him for his time. They pay him for his opinion. Now, that's juicy stuff, especially for shows like CNBC, for Bloomberg, for Yahoo. If you can get two people debating each other, contradicting each other, you know, it's juicy, right? It's good drama for TV, but that's all it is. It's honestly, it's reality TV is what we're looking at. Okay, and it's sad because they pit these actual analysts, these people who have actual thought and perspective about Tesla and what it is as a company, against someone like Gordon. Okay, it's really not fair to them. But again, it's all about the ratings. We all know that, you know, mainstream media, just TV, cable in general, is hurting. Right, ratings are down across the board. They're doing whatever they can to get attention and get viewers. Right, everything is going by the way of, you know, things like YouTube and streaming services, right? And Spotify, right? This is where the world's going. People are choosing to consume external content for their information, right? This is the beauty and the revolution of this new paradigm where anybody can get information from anywhere, and we can listen to amazing podcasts like Joe Rogan and, you know, and Kathy Wood's ARK Invest, right? And get other ideas inside of our head other than just the same stuff we get from the boob tube. Right? It allows us to open our minds even more and get more exposure to brilliant people out there that beforehand never would have had a platform. So the whole point of this video, again, was just to call this out. I don't know when he's going to go on. It's supposed to be this coming up week, and I don't know what he's going to say or he's not going to say. What I do know is that he'll go on. He won't let anybody talk. He won't answer anyone's questions. He'll yell. He'll interrupt. He'll ignore people. But that's what he does. That's his thing, his moniker, he wants to be the bear. But all I want this episode to really be about is to allow just that one person out there, that one investor, that one person who might listen to Gordon and believe his BS. I want them to at least watch this video and at least have someone else maybe speak a contradictory opinion. Okay, the fact that I'm calling out every single move he's going to do before he even does it should tell you something. All right, he's very predictable. He does the same things. And if you don't believe me, look at his history. He has been wrong the whole way. He says sell, sell, sell. Yet you should have been buying, buying, buying. And guess what? It's going to keep going up. The stock's going to keep going up. We're just starting. We are in the most bullish time of year for Tesla. Okay? Not only that, we have Q3 and Q4 deliveries going to come out. We have 2 new factories opening up. We got FSD, full self-driving button, coming out at the end of this week, potentially. Keep an eye out for this next video on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'll be releasing a whole video dedicated to some Elon tweets and FSD and what it means and thinking about it from a bigger picture, right? But this is the most bullish time you could possibly be investing in a Tesla, especially before it really takes off. All right, we are just at the beginning of that S curve, that exponential curve. Okay, now none of this is investment advice. The whole point of this channel is to provide a objective perspective so that you can go out and make your own decisions. Okay, remember, don't be a sheep. Take all the inputs from everybody and then make your own decisions. I may be right, I may be wrong. Same with other people. So make sure you make your own decisions for yourself and think for yourself. That's the most important thing we can do, right? Don't be a puppet. There's a reason we have this thing between our head, these neural nets between our ears. We're going to leave it there for today. Thank you for watching. If you stuck to the end, help us out. We want to get this to a bigger audience. We want to get more people seeing this type of content so that, they don't get trapped into the FUD of people like Gordon Johnson. And so the way you can help out with this mission is by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, or ringing that bell. And that way it helps the YouTube algorithm get this out to more people and to help dispel more of the FUD. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Peace.